how to get ahead of 99% of people. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to be light years ahead of everyone else? They're not just successful, they're in the top 1%, while the rest of us are left wondering, how do they do it? Well, today I'm going to break it down for you. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's the mindset and habits that anyone can develop. So, if you want to learn how to get ahead of 99% of people and stand out in whatever you do, this video is for you. Here's the thing most people get wrong. Success doesn't come from one giant leap. It comes from consistency. The problem is, most people give up before they even see results. Think about this. How many times have you started something with excitement, maybe going to the gym, starting a new project, or learning a new skill, only to drop it a few weeks later? You're not alone. Most people quit because they don't see immediate progress. But that's exactly what separates the top 1% from everyone else. Success isn't about doing something once. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. And over time, those small efforts compound into something big. So if you want to get ahead of 99% of people, you have to be willing to outlast the competition. Let me take you back to a story you probably heard as a kid, the story of the tortoise and the hare. The hare, full of confidence, runs ahead but decides to take a nap. Meanwhile, the tortoise, moving slowly and steadily, ends up winning the race. Now, what's the lesson here? The tortoise didn't win because he was faster. He won because he was consistent. The hare? He relied on his talent and speed, but he got lazy. That's how most people live their lives. They start strong, but they don't keep going. The top 1%, they're the tortoise. They show up consistently. They keep going when others quit. And that's why they win, not just in races, but in life. Remember, it's not about how fast you start. It's about how long you're willing to keep going. Let's talk about one of the biggest reasons people stay in the 99%, distractions. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with notifications, social media, entertainment, and endless options for how to spend our time. The average person spends hours every day on distractions. They jump from task to task, never giving their full attention to anything. And that's a recipe for staying stuck. If you want to get ahead, you need to develop laser focus. The top 1% aren't just doing more, they're doing less, but with greater focus. They focus on the things that really matter and eliminate the distractions that hold them back. So here's the question. What are you focusing on? Let's talk about the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. It states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. This principle can be applied to nearly everything: work, relationships, health, and more. Most people in the 99% waste time on things that don't matter. They spend hours on tasks that barely move the needle. But the top 1%? They focus on the vital few, the 20% of tasks that produce the most results. If you want to get ahead, you need to identify your 20%. What are the small actions that will give you the biggest returns? Maybe it's that one skill you need to master, that one connection you need to build, or that one habit that will change everything. When you focus on the few things that truly matter, you get better results with less effort. And that's what the 1% does. They maximize their time by focusing on what counts. Here's something that separates the top 1% from the rest: the ability to delay gratification. Most people want results now. They want quick wins, instant satisfaction, and fast progress. But here's the truth. Anything worth achieving takes time. The 99% settle for short-term pleasure. Whether it's binge-watching TV, scrolling through social media, or spending money on things that give them a quick dopamine hit. But the 1%? They're willing to sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's success. They understand that the most valuable things, whether it's financial freedom, mastering a skill, or building a meaningful life, don't come quickly. It's a long game, and those who are willing to wait are the ones who get ahead. One of the most powerful traits of the top 1% is their growth mindset. They believe they can always improve, always learn, and always grow. While most people settle into comfort zones, the 1% constantly push themselves to be better. Whether it's reading books, taking courses, or challenging themselves with new experiences, the 1% are lifelong learners. They don't just rest on their past achievements. They're always looking for the next opportunity to grow. If you want to get ahead, you need to adopt this mindset. You're never done learning. You're never done improving. The moment you think you've made it is the moment you start falling behind. At the end of the day, here's the harsh truth. Most people never take action. They have dreams, they make plans, but they're always waiting for the perfect moment. But the top 1%, they don't wait. They take action, even when they're not ready. They start before they feel fully prepared because they know that action is what creates results. If you want to get ahead of 99% of people, stop waiting for the perfect moment and start now. Let me know in the comments what's one thing you're going to commit to today. And if you want to unfuck your brain, watch this video.